Corruption is an unfortunate reality in many nations, including the United States. While the U.S. ranks 25th globally in terms of corruption perception, some states within the country face more significant challenges. In this video, we'll explore the top 15 most corrupt states based on various metrics. 1. Vermont, the unexpected leader. Vermont, often celebrated for its picturesque landscapes and small-town charm, harbors a surprising reality. It leads the nation in corruption. Despite boasting low crime rates and a reputation for safety, Vermont's integrity score remains relatively low, with a concerning number of corruption convictions per capita, standing at 42 per 10,000 residents. The state's unique position prompts questions about the underlying factors fueling corruption. Is it rooted in local political dynamics, economic disparities, or systemic issues plaguing the state? Perhaps Vermont's close-knit communities and historically decentralized governance structures inadvertently create opportunities for corruption to flourish behind the facade of tranquility. Understanding these dynamics is essential for developing targeted interventions to curb corruption and restore public trust in Vermont's institutions. 2. Utah. Surprising findings. Utah, renowned for its stunning natural beauty and outdoor recreational opportunities, faces an unexpected challenge. Corruption ranks prominently within the state. Despite its reputation for clean living and wholesome values, Utah trails closely behind Vermont in corruption rankings. Delving deeper, it becomes apparent that lobbying practices and campaign financing play pivotal roles in shaping Utah's corruption landscape. As the state grapples with balancing economic interests with ethical governance, finding a harmonious equilibrium becomes imperative. Strengthening accountability mechanisms for public officials and enhancing transparency in political processes are critical steps towards fostering a culture of integrity in Utah. 3. Arizona, struggling with transparency. In the sun-drenched state of Arizona, transparency and anti-corruption measures remain pressing concerns. Despite its vibrant culture and booming economy, Arizona ranks third on the list of the most corrupt states, signaling significant challenges in governance and accountability. Arizona's rapid population growth and urban development create fertile ground for corruption to take root. The intersection of political influence, business interests, and regulatory oversight underscores the need for robust anti-corruption mechanisms. Strengthening oversight bodies, enhancing whistleblower protections, and promoting a culture of accountability are indispensable steps towards combating corruption in Arizona. 4. Oregon, a darker side. Oregon's breathtaking landscapes and progressive values belie a darker reality. Corruption casts a shadow over the state. Despite its reputation for environmental stewardship and forward-thinking policies, Oregon grapples with integrity concerns and corruption convictions. Environmental policies, land use regulations, and natural resource management are hotbeds for corruption, as vested interests vie for influence and control. Protecting Oregon's pristine environment while upholding ethical governance requires concerted efforts to enhance transparency, strengthen enforcement mechanisms, and hold wrongdoers accountable. Only by addressing these underlying issues can Oregon realize its full potential as a beacon of sustainability and good governance. 5. Colorado. Rocky roads to integrity. Colorado's majestic mountains and vibrant culture stand in stark contrast to its corruption challenges. The state ranks 5th due to a notable number of corruption convictions, highlighting systemic issues that undermine trust in public institutions. The intersection of the marijuana industry, booming tech sector, and real estate market presents fertile ground for corruption to flourish. Balancing economic growth with ethical governance is a delicate dance that requires proactive measures to enhance transparency, strengthen oversight, and promote accountability. Colorado's journey towards integrity must navigate the rocky terrain of vested interests and systemic vulnerabilities to emerge stronger and more resilient than ever before. 6. Idaho. Unexpected troubles. Idaho's serene landscapes mask underlying corruption issues, making it the 6th most corrupt state in the nation. Despite its reputation for tranquility and rural charm, Idaho grapples with corruption in local government contracts, land deals, and nepotism. Fostering transparency and preventing abuses of power are paramount to restoring public trust and confidence in Idaho's institutions. Strengthening oversight mechanisms, Enhancing whistleblower protections and promoting ethical leadership are essential steps towards combating corruption and fostering a culture of integrity in the gem state. 7. Iowa. A closer look. Iowa's heartland charm belies corruption-related challenges that undermine public trust and accountability. Despite its agricultural heritage and strong sense of community, Iowa faces scrutiny over corruption issues related to agricultural subsidies, campaign financing, and lobbying practices. Maintaining its reputation as a heartland state while addressing corruption requires proactive measures to enhance transparency, strengthen enforcement mechanisms, and promote ethical leadership. By upholding the highest standards of integrity, Iowa can safeguard its legacy as a beacon of Midwestern values and good governance. 8. Minnesota. Striving for improvement. Minnesota's diverse economy and progressive values position it as a beacon of opportunity and inclusivity. However, the state still grapples with corruption, ranking 8th on the list of most corrupt states. Efforts to combat corruption are ongoing, but Minnesota must remain vigilant in addressing systemic issues that undermine trust in public institutions. Enhancing transparency, strengthening oversight mechanisms, and promoting a culture of accountability are essential steps towards building a resilient anti-corruption framework that upholds Minnesota's values and fosters trust in government. 9. Nebraska. Integrity struggles. Nebraska's agricultural heritage and strong sense of community are overshadowed by ongoing integrity struggles. Despite its reputation for heartland values, Nebraska faces corruption issues that threaten public trust and accountability. Balancing agricultural interests, energy production, and public services requires proactive measures to enhance transparency, strengthen enforcement mechanisms, and promote ethical leadership. By addressing underlying systemic vulnerabilities, Nebraska can chart a path towards integrity and restore confidence in its institutions. 10. Washington. The evergreen state's shadows. Washington's progressive reputation and innovative spirit are marred by corruption concerns, landing it in the 10th spot on the list of most corrupt states. Despite its forward-thinking approach, Washington faces challenges in combating corruption, particularly in high-tech industries, real estate development, and political influence. Maintaining its commitment to progress while addressing corruption requires concerted efforts to enhance transparency, strengthen oversight mechanisms, and promote accountability. By upholding the highest standards of integrity, Washington can preserve its reputation as the evergreen state and lead by example in ethical governance. The battle against corruption in the United States remains an ongoing struggle, with certain states facing significant challenges in upholding transparency and integrity. By shedding light on the 15 most corrupt states in America for 2024, we aim to raise awareness and encourage accountability at both the local and national levels. Ultimately, the fight against corruption requires collective effort, transparency, and a commitment to upholding the principles of democracy. Together, we can strive for a more just and equitable society where corruption has no place